Cauliflower is a truly satisfying vegetable to grow in your garden. Not only is it packed with nutrients and vitamins, but it also brings a real sense of achievement as you watch it develop from a tiny seedling to a magnificent head. There's something quite magical about nurturing a plant from its earliest stages and then being able to harvest it for your dinner table. Cauliflower is incredibly versatile in the kitchen. It can be roasted, steamed, mashed, or even enjoyed raw. It's delicious as a simple side dish or as the star ingredient in a curry, soup, or salad. And let's not forget the humble cauliflower cheese, a true British classic. Growing your own cauliflower also means you know exactly what has gone into producing it. You can avoid any harmful pesticides or chemicals and enjoy the freshest, tastiest cauliflower possible. Plus, there's nothing quite like the taste of homegrown produce. So why not give cauliflower a try in your garden this year? It's a rewarding and delicious vegetable that's easier to grow than you might think. Getting the timing right is crucial when it comes to growing cauliflower successfully. Cauliflower prefers cooler temperatures, so it's important to plant it at a time when it can mature before the heat of summer sets in. The best time to sow cauliflower seeds indoors is around 6 to 8 weeks before the last expected frost in your area. This will give the seedlings a head start and ensure they are strong enough to transplant outdoors when the weather warms up. Alternatively, you can purchase cauliflower seedlings from a garden center. This is a good option if you're short on time or don't have the space to start seeds indoors. Aim to plant your seedlings outdoors around 2 to 3 weeks before the last frost date. Remember to harden off your seedlings before planting them out. This involves gradually acclimatizing them to outdoor conditions over a period of a week or so. Start by placing them outside in a sheltered spot for a few hours each day, gradually increasing the time as they become more accustomed to the elements. Cauliflower thrives in fertile, well-draining soil that is rich in organic matter. Before planting, it's essential to prepare the ground properly to give your cauliflower the best possible start. Begin by digging over the soil to a depth of at least 12 inches, removing any weeds, stones, or debris. Then incorporate plenty of well-rotted manure or compost into the soil. This will help to improve drainage, fertility, and water retention. Cauliflower prefers a slightly acidic to neutral soil pH, ideally between 6.0 and 7.0. You can test your soil pH using a simple testing kit available from most garden centers. If necessary, you can amend the soil with lime to raise the pH or sulfur to lower it. Choose a sunny spot in your garden for your cauliflower. Cauliflower needs at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day to grow and produce heads properly. However, in particularly hot climates, it can benefit from some afternoon shade to prevent the heads from becoming sunburned. You have two main options when it comes to starting your cauliflower: sowing seeds directly into the ground or planting young seedlings. Both methods have their own advantages depending on your preferences and gardening style. Sowing seeds directly into the ground is a cost-effective option and allows the plants to establish strong root systems. However, it requires more patience and attention, as the seeds need careful watering and protection from pests until they germinate and grow. Planting seedlings, on the other hand, gives you a head start on the growing season and is a more convenient option if you have a busy schedule. When choosing seedlings, look for healthy, stocky plants with vibrant green leaves and no signs of pests or diseases. Regardless of your chosen method, ensure the soil is moist but not waterlogged before planting. Make small indentations in the soil about ½ an inch deep and space them according to the recommended spacing for your cauliflower variety. Section 5. The art of spacing. Give them room to breathe. Spacing is crucial for healthy cauliflower growth. Overcrowding can lead to stunted plants, reduced airflow, and an increased risk of pests and diseases. Aim to give your cauliflower plants enough room to spread their leaves and develop properly. For most cauliflower varieties, a spacing of 18 to 24 inches between plants is ideal. This allows for adequate air circulation and sunlight penetration, which are essential for preventing fungal diseases and promoting strong growth. If you're short on space, you can plant cauliflower closer together, but be prepared to harvest the heads slightly smaller. You can also consider growing compact cauliflower varieties. which are bred to produce smaller heads and are better suited for container gardening or tighter spaces. When spacing your cauliflower plants, use a measuring tape or ruler to ensure consistent distances. Pay attention to the mature size of your chosen variety and adjust the spacing accordingly. Section 6. Nurturing growth, watering, and feeding. Cauliflower is a thirsty plant and requires consistent moisture throughout the growing season, especially during hot, dry spells. Water deeply and regularly, aiming to keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Water at the base of the plants, avoiding wetting the leaves as much as possible. Wet leaves can create a humid environment that encourages fungal diseases. A soaker hose or drip irrigation system can be helpful in delivering water directly to the roots. In addition to regular watering, cauliflower benefits from regular feeding. Start feeding your plants with a balanced fertilizer about 2 to 3 weeks after planting, or when the seedlings have established several sets of true leaves. Apply the fertilizer according to the manufacturer's instructions, avoiding over-fertilization, which can lead to lush foliage growth at the expense of head development. You can also incorporate organic matter, such as compost or well-rotted manure, into the soil around the plants every few weeks to provide a slow-release source of nutrients. Section 7. Protecting your crop pests and diseases. Like most vegetables, cauliflower is susceptible to certain pests and diseases. However, with proper care and vigilance, you can keep these issues at bay and enjoy a healthy harvest. One of the most common pests affecting cauliflower is the cabbage white butterfly. These butterflies lay their eggs on the undersides of leaves, and the caterpillars that hatch can quickly devour the foliage. Inspect your plants regularly for signs of caterpillars or eggs and remove them by hand. Another common pest is the aphid. These tiny, sap-sucking insects can weaken plants and spread diseases. You can often dislodge aphids with a strong jet of water or use insecticidal soap to control infestations. To prevent diseases, ensure good air circulation around your plants by spacing them properly. Avoid overhead watering, which can create a humid environment that favors fungal growth. If necessary, you can apply fungicides according to the manufacturer's instructions. Section 8. The moment of truth. Harvesting your cauliflower. Harvesting your cauliflower at the right time is key to enjoying its optimal flavor and texture. Harvest too early, and the heads will be small and underdeveloped. Harvest too late, and they may become overmature, ricey, or even start to bolt. Cauliflower is typically ready for harvest about 2 to 3 months after planting, depending on the variety and growing conditions. The heads should be firm, compact, and white or creamy white, depending on the variety. To harvest, cut the head from the plant using a sharp knife, leaving about 2 inches of stem attached. Remove any loose outer leaves and store the cauliflower in a cool, dry place. If you notice the heads starting to open up or separate, it's a sign that they are ready for harvest. It's better to harvest slightly early than to risk the heads becoming overmature. Section 9. From garden to table, storing and enjoying your harvest. Freshly harvested cauliflower is a true delight, and proper storage can help to preserve its flavor and texture for as long as possible. Store unwashed cauliflower heads in a perforated plastic bag in the refrigerator. This will help to maintain the right humidity levels and prevent the cauliflower from drying out. Refrigerated cauliflower will typically stay fresh for up to a week. However, it's best to use it as soon as possible for the best flavor and texture. Cauliflower is incredibly versatile and can be enjoyed in countless ways. Roast it with herbs and spices, steam it as a simple side dish, or use it to make delicious soups, curries, or fritters. You can even enjoy cauliflower raw with dips or grate it into salads for a crunchy, nutritious addition. Experiment with different cooking methods and recipes to discover your favorite ways to enjoy this versatile and delicious vegetable. And most importantly, take pride in the fact that you grew it yourself.